He's a comedian who made a name for himself by creating and starring in the most successful British comedy of all time.
Yep.
The Office. The show spawned 7 remakes and is shown in more than 90 countries. He doesn't need to work, let's put it that way. And Jerry Seinfeld borrows money from him. The residuals aren't bad, and of course we're talking about
Ricky.
Oh yeah, Gervais.
Said we don't want to keep stroking his ego or anything, but he's
on
also,
my back.
He's won 3 Golden Globes, 2 Primetime Emmys.
And if that weren't enough, he's got another gig kicking off a new season of his SiriusXM show. Ricky Gervais is Deadly Sirius. What a clever title. You could have done better than that.
Did you come up with that? You did.
It's a pun. It's not.
Oh,
it's
no
not,
kidding.
It's not rocket science, is it? It's the only show worse than this one. That's what I say. It's unprofessional. The mics work, at least. But it's an absolute shambles. It's 3 idiots in a room talking nonsense about stuff.
I bet it's the biggest hit.
Yeah.
We're 3 idiots now.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's that you've inspired me. I looked at you and I thought, hold on, they're rich, they're successful, they've got great ratings, they're idiots. I can do anything. There is nothing to beat anymore. And I did. And I said, right, they'll give me a radio show. I'll do that. I'll do that.
Who's with you on the show?
Money for old rope. I'm off to interview Jerry Seinfeld, actually.
Oh, my gosh.
This one, yeah, he'll be on next week. I started off with big ideas. I had Richard Dawkins and astronomers.
A fellow atheist.
Yeah, and then it just...
You guys have to hang around each other.
I know. And then it was just 3 idiots in a room talking. I did it with my mates and, you know...
How long does it... Is it a 2-hour show?
It's at any length, but it's usually an hour and a half to 2 hours every week, Tuesdays at 11 a.m. And then on the Sirius app, so you can listen again. So it's always there.
It's called Deadly Sirius. So are you really serious during
Well,
it?
no, we're not.
Yeah.
As I say, we're mucking around, but we're asking big questions.
At the end, you ask the big questions, right?
Yeah, all the way through. It's all about meaning of life. Why are we here? I talk, you know, it's sort of... I do a quick, you know, a biography of the people. We talk about, you know, how our parents influence us, how school influences us, what's wrong with the world, what's right with the world, freedom of speech. We do the big questions, but, of course, it breaks down into 3 idiots mucking about. And I play you know, music, my favourite songs. It's perfect. It's what I'd be doing anyway, sitting around. Do you know what I mean?
Might as well have a microphone on and get paid for it.
And it's just real, and there's no editing. Anything goes. There's no restrictions. There's a lot of
Unlike
swear
the Golden Globes and
I know.
stuff.
Remember?
You can't be fettered. You can't be muzzled, daggone it. You're Ricky... What's his name? That's right.
Oh, wow. Wow. I should do it drunk one day, shouldn't I?
We should be on it with you when you do it.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
All it takes, we have phones and they work.
Yeah.
Well, you can come into the studio, can't you?
Yes, of course.
Well, I'll record some in New York.
All right, so should we ask some of the Deadly Serious questions
Yes,
that you
turning the
asked?
tables. On you.
Okay, we're gonna... All right.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
We're gonna ask you.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Who's the funniest person you know?
Probably my brother Bob. He was my biggest influence growing up. He was like 11 years older than me, and he's a fatter, older, balder version with no restrictions. So that's my future. That's my future. I'm going to look like my brother Bob, and I'm going to be a better comedian in 10 years because. You know, the funniest person you know isn't a comedian.
Yeah.
You know, it's your dad or your brother or your best mate. So it's just that weight of like knowing someone. And,
does he know he's funny?
Yeah, it's always been funny.
It's always...
I've always wanted to be funny like him.
Purposeful for him.
And I liked it because it was like a social skill. We could go into a room and just say what he wanted wherever it was. So I always admired that you know, he doesn't care who he's talking to, which I...
Does he ever call you, like, after a gig or something that he sees and says, hey, Ricky, that killed, or hey, that was blah, blah?
He's come to all my gigs,
Yeah.
I talk about him in my gigs.
Yeah.
I ask him permission, and he goes, say what you want, I don't care.
Does he ever say, you went over the line?
Too far.
I can't imagine... I don't imagine that's possible in my family.
Your whole family, not just Bob.
It was all about...
What about Bob?
I remember, right, all my brothers and sisters are older than me. They're 11, 12 and 13 years older than me. And I asked my mum when I was about 13, I said, why are my brothers and sisters so much older than me? And she looked at me and said, you were a mistake. Oh! And I just laughed.
Yeah.
The truth is, they're all mistakes. You know.
They're all...
yeah, they're all mistakes. I don't know how we happened, to be honest. So, yeah.
Now, would you ever... You write all your material. Would you ever write... Have you written for Bob to be in any of your things? Sounds like he'd be right.
Yeah.
He's
probably a naturally great actor.
It's just too dangerous. I'd be scared of what he'd say unleashed. So I tell his stories for them and clean them up a little bit. Yeah.
So you are frightened of something.
I am. Well, yeah, you
what?
can't. Well, I don't want to break the law. I don't want to libel anyone. But apart from that, I think anything goes. You can joke about anything. People get offended when they mistake the subject of a joke with the actual target, and they're not necessarily the same. It depends. It always depends on the joke, and there's no harm can come from making fun of anything. You know, in my humanity special, I talk about the jokes we made at my mum's and dad's funeral.
Yeah.
You know, but that you know. Humour gets us
There's
through
healing
bad stuff.
in humour.
There is healing. It's why we've got it. It's like a superpower.
Yeah.
If you can laugh in the face of
antidote.
adversity, you're bulletproof.
If it does hurt someone for real, does it bother you? Like if what you said really did hurt someone?
Well, I try not to go after individuals and about things they can't help.
Yeah.
So, like at the Golden Globes, I tease them for their public behaviour.
Yeah.
There's no big deal. So I don't pick on people, and I don't pick on people in the audience. But if someone says, "Oh, that's like my situation," I don't know that. If you know, you can talk about anything, and people usually worry about. It reminds them of bad things sometimes. It's not like you made a joke about them, but some people take things personally.
A lot of people do.
I know,
especially in today's world.
And you shouldn't take anything personally. You know
what video we loved watching today that made us all laugh? Did you see the video of the two little babies?
The two twin
Let me just
kids.
show you. Wait,
I
just
love
hold on.
YouTube.
Don't
Is it on
you
YouTube?
It's on YouTube.
Yes.
I know. I love it.
Watch it.
This is me and Hoda, actually.
That's it.
What's in their bottle?
Exactly. That's what life should be about.
Exactly.
And then you start losing that when people say you shouldn't be doing that at 48. And I say, why not?
Yeah.
Why can't I sit around the floor with my friend and play?
You can.
Your diapers.
You can.
Exactly, yeah.
But be
I'll
prepared
very
for a
diaper soon.
backlash.
No.
We're back with our friend Ricky
Gervais.
On his SiriusXM show, Ricky Gervais is deadly serious. This award-winning comedian likes to ask questions, the big question, some serious and philosophical stuff.
Yeah. So we're asking you. We're turning
Go
the
on, then.
tables.
Go
All
on,
right, shall we?
Yeah.
What is your idea of perfect happiness?
Playing with a dog. Just playing with any dog. And we're both drunk. No,
Have you ever been bitten by a dog?
I have when I was little, yeah.
But it didn't affect
But
your love for them.
it was my fault. I frightened it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I absolutely love dogs. They're just amazing.
You have how many?
We haven't, because we travel too much, so we haven't got a dog. When I
That's
retire,
why you go to local parks and pet
That's
dogs.
true. I know dogs by name. I know. In Hampstead, I know all the dogs by name. In Central Park, we've already been there this morning, scruffling dogs and remembering them. And I see a dog I don't know, right?
Yeah.
And I look at it, and it looks back at me, and it loves me, and I love it. Dogs, they go, do you want a kidney? They just met you, and they love you. They're the best creatures on the planet.
I totally agree with you. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. What is your greatest fear?
See, most people I ask this, they say something about, you know, dying or, you know, mine isn't that though. Mine's not making the most of life before.
Not living.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't care. I don't worry about being dead because I won't know. I believe that's the best thing about being dead. You don't know. It's like being stupid. It's only painful for others. It's like, so I suppose I care how I die.
Yeah, you don't want to be in pain.
It's not in pain.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Or just no arms and legs stuck in a bucket with some nurse emptying me.
God, what is happening?
Or waxing your back.
That's my greatest fear. Yeah. Coming on this show's high on the list.
All right, what is the most overrated virtue?
Why do we have them on the prompter? He's not supposed to see them.
Patience.
Yeah.
Patience is bad?
Yeah, no, I haven't got time. I want it now.
I have no time for
do it now.
patience.
I can't queue. If I see a queue, I go, oh, I'll come back later.
What do you do in New York in traffic? You're in the car.
I can't stand
What
traffic.
do you do?
Well, I leave early because it stresses me out. I don't want to be late, so I'm sort of obsessed with being on time. So I'm early. I was early now. That's why I'm going through this. So it's my own.
No good
that's
deed
my own
goes
fault.
unpunished.
I know. I don't want to miss. I'm anxious. I want to get things done. So I think patience. You know.
Well,
just
it's also
always
called professional.
Yeah, I suppose so. Like we know what that means.
Here's a big one.
Go on.
Why are we here?
On this show, I don't know. I don't know. No reason, but we are here. I think of it as a bit like a little holiday. We don't exist. We didn't exist for the first 13.5 billion years. Then we have a little break of like 80, 90, 100 years if we're lucky. We're little tourists, like a little holiday. And then we go back to not existing forever. So I think we're here to make the most of it because it's all we've got.
And lastly, what is your most treasured possession?
If you can possess an animal, it's my cat, Ollie. I absolutely love it.
You love this cat.
I love all cats.
I follow you on Twitter.
I love my little cat, Ollie. It's just, yeah, it's...
Okay, but here's the thing, and this is a serious question. Cats don't live forever. They have 9 lives, but eventually they...
I have 9 lives and they're about 1.5 years each. Yeah.
So, I mean, are you prepared? That's going to be a huge thing for you.
The last 2 cats, when we had them put down, I was crying. It's terrible, but it's, you know, it's for the best. And as I say, if they're in pain, if they've got a great life, great. But if they're in pain, I believe the same for people. I believe in voluntary, you know, euthanasia. Yeah, if you've had enough, it's our right to go. That's it. I can't wait. Hopefully, I'll be able to go into CVS and get the pill by the time. Do you know what I mean? It'll be that. I'll go, come on, give it to me now. And they go, are you sure? I go, look at me, I'm sure.
Well, if you can walk into CVS, you're probably not ready.
If I'm being pushed in a bucket or
I know what
something.
you're saying. I know you're talking about quality of life.
Exactly, yeah.